Edifix, how are we doing now? It seems like it's been forever since I've done a video, and well, that's because probably it has been forever since I've done a video. Like, when was the last time? Was it the not again one? Also, you've had the Pit versus Silage, but that was filmed over a large period of time. But yeah, it's just been I don't know what. It's been busy, but we haven't been busy. Do you know what I mean? Like we should be, harvesting it. We should have the combine out on the wheat lot, but we're not. I'm slowly tanking it. I'm looking for a tram line at the minute. There's a tram line, and it's supposed to be a good day today and a good day tomorrow. Tomorrow being Thursday, and then more showery, crappy rain on Friday. Yesterday it was supposed to be a bit of a showery day. We ended up having 5 hours worth of the misty rain. You know that misty rain? Not very big droplets, but it was real wet rain. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, we're not going to be combining today. I mean, like I say, we haven't started yet, but we have got a fair bit of slurry in the tank. So hence I've got the slurry tank on the back. Right, so this will be the first time I've used it on the T7. Like I say, both tractors have got it on now, but we've not used them at all. Like, so implement geometry. So we want to add an implement. So we've got default implement 2. We want we want vacuum tanker. That, so width, we're going to go with what it's advertised at, and it's at 10.2 metres, so we'll see how that works in. Oh, we've got row spacing. We'll put the row spacing in because it's a 30 centimetre row spacing, so that's 0.30. See what difference that makes. Drop that down a minute. So we've got C, hitch point C, and in like there. So we'll go. Come back on there. We'll put that up. Not that it really matters because we're not going to be turning with it, but we'll go with 5 metres because it is about 5 metres back. The application is, so confirm that. Right, so now we want a AB line, so click on that. It just gives us the 2 main ones there. We want a straight A. So what we'll do, I'll quickly do an AB line now before I start off applying. So just drive along the tram line we've got here for a little bit. That'll do. Click them in, there we go, we've got some AB lines. Right, now we'll back up and get spreading some slurry. I mean, you can't see at the minute, I'll show you in a sec when we get to the end, but I'm looking in my rear view mirror at the minute and I can see all the way down to where we started. There's a dead bolt straight line, that is. Dead bolt straight line. No, that's not a very good terminology, is it? A dead straight line, basically. It's a dead straight line. So yeah, I mean, we've got 2 of these. We've been looking at them for a little while, like, these auto steer systems, and the one we got on the TW, it's so impressive for such a a competitive price point, which is why we've got 2 of these instead, because we want, this one is this is the newer of the T7s, which is auto steer ready. So you could have quite easily put a system on that would have done, that just steered the wheels, wouldn't have done you wouldn't have had to change the steering wheel, but that would have been twice the money of what one of these was. The same for Richard's tractor. The other T7 has got the Trimble guidance in it, but to upgrade that to even a system like this would have been nearly twice the cost of this system. I mean, why? This system works, you know, absolutely perfect. Like. And Elliott, you know, obviously ERH Services, they're the folks to talk to if you want to get one of these systems. There's a few dealers about the country now that are also, you know, selling them through, you know, on behalf of or looking after them. But, you know, if you've got a problem, send Elliott well, call him or send him a video message or whatever, and he's on the phone back to you, you know, really quick with, you know, what you've done wrong. This is what it normally is like. So yeah, just jingling along quite happy along here. And you can't say that ain't straight. We'll have a, when we get to the end, we'll have a look, Lord. Oh, let's have a look, shall we? Looking at the sun a bit, like, but let's gain some elevation. There you go. That's pretty straight, isn't it? From out the box, that is pretty straight. If you're wondering why I ain't got the fast track on there, well, that's still on the front of the trailer at the minute, like. I was going to put it on this morning, but I was looking for the other PTO, because fast tracks of you know, of my era, of the 3170, they weren't like a standard. They weren't the same as all the standard conventional tractors. So quite often you have to cut PTO shafts down, and that's the case. We've got another spare shaft somewhere, but I couldn't blooming find it because that shaft on there is too long for the fast track. So just one of the foibles of that era of fast track. When they brought out like the 4000 series, they did make them the same as all the others. But yeah, so that would have been interesting to get the old fast track and give it a bit of work, but at least with this we've got the old auto steer, haven't we? There we go, that's what we've got. So we've had a bit out. What's this, the third load? So what are we, a quarter of the way down? So there's not a lot in here, but you know, it's got to be got rid of by, was it end of September or something? So empty it again now, and then it in a big job, you know, later on, like, you know, that's why, well, like I said, we ain't bloody combine, are we? So couldn't it be more different year to last year? Can you remember last year? 40-degree heat, we had the fire, we were probably nearly done by now, I should think. And like I say, this year we haven't started, but that's just the way it goes, isn't it? It's nothing unusual. It's I think 2012 was the last year we had like this, where it just rained and rained and rained and rained. But you know, that'll come when it always does. Well, we're getting through the day a bit now. What's the time? 3:45. And actually, it's been a dry day. Actually, not a bad drying day either. Look, sun's been out. There's been a bit of wind, so we might get going tomorrow. I'm hopeful. It'd be nice to, you know, actually made a start and be getting on with a bit, like, you know. Very careful turning in here, because not 9 times out of 10, but 7 or 8 times out of 10 you'll be indicating, you know, I was indicating nice and early to go in there, and people just ignore the indicator and come up past you. Here's a, you know, well, it's not a dodgy bit of road, it's just like people get behind the tractor, oh, there's a straight bit there, and take the notice of what the indicator's doing and come past. So you have to be aware of that. We have to be aware of that a lot of times when you're driving slower machines. So where are we with the fleet? Well, TW, as you know, well, you obviously haven't seen that really since we were, well, let's be honest, we were playing, was it the TW25, Matthews 4955 John Deere, and Darren's McCormick. That was the last time you see the TW, wasn't it? Well, she hasn't done anything since then. Well, we hadn't anything to do, so. But yeah, she's alright. Fast Track, as you know, she's back. Obviously, again, hasn't done anything. The trailer. Well, the trailer, you're up to date with the fact that she's painted and starting to do other things. Well, it's very nearly done, and it looks a treat, I reckon. So that is nearly ready for full testing. And what else we got? Oh, the old crawler. Yeah, I had someone say, well, why don't you get on with the crawler? Well, I need to get just you watch how good this goes on this line. So we're just gonna really quick at getting on the line from any angle. It is bloody good, I'll tell you. Anyway, yeah, the crawler. Look, I need to get the trailer done before I can move the crawler. That was what someone was saying. Well, why don't you get on with the crawler? Well, I need to get the trailer done so I can move the crawler, so I can use the crawler. So, it's a long old process, but yeah, trailer is nearly there. You'll see that on probably the next video or something like. So we want macerate, which is on. Bit of pumpage. Copper into 8. Yeah, so things are finally, touch wood and cross your fingers and your toes and everything, going all right. Need to get the Fast Track doing a bit of work to test out that gearbox and everything, make sure everything's good in there, because obviously it comes with a bit of warranty, so it wants checking. Right, so we are empty. Pull up. PTO off, in neutral. Handbrake on. Turn the auto steer off, so you've got the button just there, the red one, so you can press that. That turns it off. Should turns it off. There you go, that's turned it off. Or you can just press that one, that does the same job. So you can see we were about the same as we were on the last load. So what we'll do now, we'll just nip out. I'm going to have a quick look at, I'll turn the macerator off as well. We'll have a quick look to see how we matched up. See if I need to adjust the width a bit, Be interesting. Right, so there's the, yeah. I'll tell you what, that ain't far. Let's get, it's a little bit wide, isn't it? You see it? So we've got one there. Hold on, camera. Come on, camera. So we've got one there, one there. But if you look at the separation on the actual drivel bar itself, where, yeah, I want to drop that down to, what did I set it at? 10.2, so that wants to be, I think 10.1, I think, so we'll adjust that in the settings, and job be good. But yeah, look at it. Straight as a die. The only thing I kind of miss from the integrated systems is that, like you see, we've got the integrated button there, so you've got it on the joystick, so you don't have to press there or there. So that is a thing I missed, but Elliot has informed me, the RH Services, that they now offer a remote switch, so you plug into the back of the screen and you can mount a little switch somewhere so that they can have it, you obviously near your joystick and that, and you just press that, so you haven't got to reach for the screen or get the one under the steering wheel there. And that's the other thing. On the integrated system, as soon as you grab hold of the wheel and steer it, it disconnects. But this, you do have to tell it to turn off. So you have to either do that or do that. Otherwise, the motor still tries to fight you. But it is what it is. And to be honest, it does a blooming fantastic job. One thing I've noticed, we haven't got the cameras set up on any of these tractors yet, but the kits come with a camera. You see, you got well, you can see there on the video. There's a little thing there for the camera. Now I'm presuming that you can see your camera image through the auto steer system, which is really, really cool. I'm sure you can. I'm sure if I had it on, I'm sure that's what the screen's gone black like. So, which I'll have to try that, get that on. Obviously, I've got to get a kit sorted for the fast track. I am thinking getting the steering wheel for it. Obviously, getting the wiring loom, brackets for the receiver, so that it's literally a case of swap the screen over and swap the receiver over from the TW to the fast track, which would take no more than, what, 5 minutes. You could go and swap the steering wheel over as well, but that's a little bit more of a faff. You'd be half an hour or so then, I suppose. But the steering wheel in the fast track's crap anyway. It's all sort of vulcanised, like, not very nice. So it'd be nice to have a new wheel on it. So that's what I'm thinking. You get one of these for the fast track, a loom, and then the brackets for the receiver, and then Bob's your uncle. Like, it's just a 5-minute job to swap between the two. So that'll be really handy. But for its first full day of use, and what we've done, how many loads we've done? 86. So that's 7. Quick bit of math. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 32, 84, 5, 6, 7. 8 loads because I didn't reset it after the first load. So 8 loads. That's not bad, look. And steering wheel has worked perfectly. So there we go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little sort of catch up and see where we are and everything. And I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ta!